Good evening, everybody. Hi, Odd Panda. Hi, Phones. Yeah, the last stream was on my birthday. Hope everybody's doing well tonight. Hi, the Nug Lord. Now, hi, Fun. How did you become the Lord of the Nugs? Is there like an election for that, or were you appointed?
Vale gave the ring of the Holy Knight to the Divine Dragon.
Apologies, my lord.
The ring of Azure Twins lost as well.
Long story. Fair enough.
Twice
Fair
my
enough.
four hounds failed me. You do understand the gravity of all this.
Yes.
And Vale.
Lots of ritual combat, like with other Nugs or on behalf of the Nug community.
She refuses her true nature.
You're the king of lemons. Jeez, we got a lot of royalty in this chat tonight. Good for you guys.
An enchanted helmet. It will strengthen the spell you cast on her. My power with your spell will correct what is wrong with Vale.
I see.
Keep it safe.
I feel like I have more lime than lemon these days.
Of course. As you wish.
On behalf of the Nugs. That's good.
There is something else I would like to discuss.
Well, I'm honored to have you among our
Lord Sombron.
little chat here.
Lady Vale.
Can a lord also be a retainer for someone else? I don't see why not.
My only living child.
Although the rules of Fire Emblem dictate that if you're gonna be a retainer to the Lime King or to the Lemon King, then you have to have some funky quirk.
Such a thing.
Hi, Blind Coco.
One of her siblings is alive. I thought it best.
I did see that you were able to get ChatGPT to randomize Engage. I was pretty good until we get a randomizer built.
But she must be mistaken. We both know the truth. Your children were killed in the war 1,000 years ago.
Your Alfred is build blessed. God bless.
I remember
Love to see a
when
build
stood
blessed
above the
Alfred.
with hair and eyes like fire. What was the name again? Something like...
Zephyr.
My lord.
I do not remember all my children's names or things.
Oh, speaking of programming, I was looking at your game today, Blind Coco Studios. Can I shout it out? Would you mind?
Moments later, I was imprisoned.
I thought it
Did
looked
you
pretty cool.
collect the body?
I did not.
Then I rescind.
That's a good idea. I may go up and pin that.
The answer is no. And if you find that offspring, bring me a corpse this time.
Yeah, I haven't looked a ton into it. I just watched the trailer on Steam. But if you guys are interested in an upcoming SRPG, Blind Coco, and forgive me if I mispronounce this, is it Gales of Naeli or Gales of Naeli?
Thank my mother.
But it's a SRPG. Looks really cool. I highly encourage you all to check it out on Steam if you're interested in like an SRPG that
Well
isn't
enough.
Fire Emblem.
There haven't been any attacks since we left for Brodia.
What a relief.
I told Mother what the other side
Naeli.
after Sovereign Blood. She was shocked, of course, to hear about King Morian and King Hyacinth.
Glad I asked, because that was neither of the ways I was saying it.
Family will spare
But yeah, I thought it looked really cool.
though it may be years before the harbor is returned to its original beauty.
We must defeat the Fell Dragon so that such horrors never happen again.
What's our plan? When we arrive, do we head straight for Elusia Castle?
First, we should try to learn what we can from the Illusian people. Rings or no rings, if we don't know what we're up against, we could lose everything.
The moon is a mysterious
Besides,
mistress.
There's something I need to find out.
And what's that?
I suppose that's
Vale is
true.
right.
I have not consorted with the moon
From our
much.
vantage, the hounds.
And thanks for doing that, Phones. I'll pin it
Made her
after
to
the
erase
stream.
her personality. If anyone can do it, that woman can.
I know Vale killed my mother. Nothing we've learned changes that.
I think I saw some screenshots of the battle animations on your Twitter. I did think they looked pretty saucy.
Yes. I suppose she.
But yeah, you guys should definitely check out Gales of Naeli. It looked really neat.
Or
it was all an act and she's just gaining our trust to stab us in the back. Again.
That's worth considering. We don't know enough to rule anything out.
Still, I want to trust her.
Divine One, excuse me. 2 ships flying Illusion colors approach from ahead.
Zephyr just needed to go have a kid with somebody else.
No.
Sombron is not the father we're looking
We've
for.
got no choice but to fight them on the water. Prepare for battle, everyone.
"1,000 years is a lot of patience. Think about how many kids she could have had in that time." Yeah, Sombron's not available emotionally. Not to you, and he's certainly not going to be emotionally available to your child. It's just not going to happen. Alright, so this map's kind of interesting. We want to get to this chest. I believe there's a Speedwing in it. It's either a Speedwing or a Draco Shield. I think it's a Speedwing. And then we want to recruit our man Lyndon over here. If I remember correctly, I don't think this chest is that important. I think it has a second seal in it. Who is the most emotionally available character in Engage? I feel like Alfred is pretty emotionally available. I mean, outside of his secret, I guess. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the cannon and Corrin Fire to block off the right side of the map while I go deal with the left. I want that Speedwing, and once I get it, we'll go back to the right side is the plan. Well, Alfred has some problems for sure, but is he emotionally unavailable? I feel like that's not his issue. He has issues, but I think he is emotionally available.
We're fighting on 2 fronts.
Kagetsu is emotionally available
The
too.
ship's got flame cannons.
I think a lot of people are emotionally available in this game. We don't have too many edgelords.
Caught in the blaze.
Since the king's death, my Illusia's armies serve Illusia no longer, but the hounds. Is this truly what I meant to do?
Citrine is financially available for sure. Not that she'll let us use any of that for our army. Zelkov is funny. Zelkov is very upfront with his emotions. I'll give him that for sure.
Ready for me?
We're not using the old man, but I am gonna recruit him. One of these days I'll use Lyndon.
I'll do my best.
It just seems like if you're not doing like the Dire Thunder crit shenanigans,
Allow me.
and it's like, do you really need Lyndon? I don't know. Bolting continues to be a silly spell. Just get rid of the Cannon Man here. Lyndon Bridge is falling down? I hope not. Not until we recruit him, at least. The bridges can fall after we recruit him.
I am full of vigor.
What is your speed? Do you get doubled by Kagetsu? You sure do. And your defense is 23. Oh, thank you for the super chat, Phones. That's super nice of you. Oh, happy belated birthmas. Thanks. I really appreciate that. 26 twice, so he doesn't quite kill him.
Kill every last
Oh, I appreciate it, but the lizard is very angry. So let's do the killer axe, because he doesn't kill with the tomahawk anyway, so we might as well hope for the crit.
Here I go.
The choice is yours.
There you go, that's a good headcanon. All of the DLC money is just Citrine finally helping us out with her copious amounts of money.
It's a terrible state of affairs.
Let's see. Let's do a summon. We don't need another bolting this turn. Let's make a red. I kind of want an Erica.
Come to my aid, hero. That's it!
No, a 4-star. Bro, I so don't care about this summon. And so he will be thrown to the wolves.
Let's go!
Tis I.
And we can Great Aether. Why not? It'll be fun.
I'm at 100.
I will say, at least if it's gonna be a generic, at least it's an armor knight. Can take a hit, maybe. Can he take a hit? What's his defense? 32! 32 defense. He can absolutely take a hit.
Devoted to
Like a champ. That's where I time Crystal and bolting again. Fair. Imagine being so unvaluable as a summon that the summoner goes back in time to just do another bolting instead of summoning you. Tragic. Oh, God bless Kagetsu. Big dodge and a big crit. Random armor knight, my beloved. I mean, he's doing his job. He's tanking. He only took 18 damage from that archer. This map's kind of weird in general. It's not my favorite, but I guess I don't mind it.
They're nice and distracted. Don't mind me, chumps.
Bro, you think we're nice and distracted, but if you get that speed wing, I am bolting the hell out of you. Let's see. So I'll have 2 flyers up there, 4 down here. Imagine opening a chest and instantly getting hit by lightning. Yeah, you probably think it's a trapped chest, but actually it's just that mage that's 12 miles away. Wait, axe. I want axe. Yeah, we can use urban. Is it one of the maps you one turn? Can you... I guess you can probably one turn it and still get the speed wing, right? It would just take... You'd probably just have to dance your warper? Or did you just skip the speed wing, perhaps? Yeah, I agree, Tira. It's a little awkward how there's like... There are some maps where you would think that it would be hard to get the treasure, but in fact the thieves walk like right by you, or take 7 years to get away. You probably can reach the Speedwing with a Dance of Goddess flyer. I feel like you probably can. The question I'm wondering is, can you do that and also end the map in turn 1? I'm not sure. Maybe. Trying to figure out who can kill this guy without really being in danger. Do I have Cantor inherited on you? Yeah, and you can do it. You can get all the chests Linden end to end on turn 1. I'll have to look that up, that sounds interesting. Burku voice actor also voices Bunei. Oh man. I like Burku. Bunei has some good voice lines, but I just don't know about that fella. I like the one where he says you're cooked. That's kind of funny. Linden could do the Titanic, but Leonardo DiCaprio could never cast lightning magic. That's true. Really, we should get rid of DiCaprio's Oscar and give it to Linden. Also, hi Undead Necromancer and hi Sequitur. Hope you guys are doing well. Yeah, I would think it would probably be Ivy or Hortensia to recruit if you're doing it that way. Yeah, every time I read people talking about Bunei, they're like, oh, he's one of the best cooks, and I'm like, that man always makes me G or F rated meals. I don't know where y'all got your Bunei that knows how to cook from. Yeah, I think Ivy needs some investment to be really good. Although, here's the thing. The well makes... The well is absolutely cracked, and it makes investing in units a lot easier. Like, I'm doing a no, like, DLC maps or items playthrough right now, but I'm using the well because I'm like, well, everybody has that, it's free DLC, and it's stupid. You get so much free skill points from it.
I'm sorry.
I think I had Speed Taker inherited on Ivy like 2 chapters after her join. Just from well skill books. Would I say the well makes investing too easy? I mean, I think it probably does make it a bit too easy. I think Maddening is fairly well... Oh my god! This summon! Whew! What a man. Okay, I rescind every bad thing I said about this summon. He's amazing. But as I was saying, I think... it probably makes it a bit too easy for me. I think the balancing on Maddening at baseline is pretty good. But, you know, it depends on your perspective. Kyle is going mad. Is that his name? Or are we just calling him Kyle? I'm down for calling all generics Kyle. He's not even gonna die here. This guy's nuts. All right, we're calling all of our generics will be Kyle from this point forward. Ooh, Kyle, you've done me wrong by having a smash weapon. And it's fine. Bolting solves all problems.
Who is your commander?
Yeah, I mean, I think they probably could stand to add Maddening Plus if they wanted to. I doubt they will, though, because here's the thing. Well, I would enjoy Maddening Plus. I don't think, outside of online communities where Maddening is the main way that we talk about the game, I'm willing to bet that most Fire Emblem playthroughs are probably on hard or normal mode, and there's probably, like, in the grand scheme of things, I bet not that many people would play Maddening Plus, so I would understand why they don't make it, but it would be cool.
I'm pretty tough, you know.
But yeah, I mean, I agree with Sequitur too, that if you're into unit customization, then the well is amazing. There's a lot more room for it. Here, we can give Ivy that kill. She can get some speed taker stacks going. You select Maddening Plus and Nintendo sends someone with a sword to kill you. At least if you play on casual mode, they bring you back to life after they stab you. I am curious, do you guys know anyone that plays on casual Maddening? Alright, we got the Blush Lizard, and evidently I need to make that sound clip even louder. I increased the volume, but it's still pretty quiet. Also, hi Super Frubbles, hope you're doing well tonight. I do think that having the DLC on day one has really impacted the way that we talk about certain units. Like, when you look at, like, the forums and stuff, I'm seeing a lot more than usual people being like, oh, well, this unit's really good if you just throw Tiki on them. And it's like, well, sure. That's just about everyone. Okay, interesting. Nothing wrong with Maddening Casual. I was just kind of curious if people do play on that and what the reasoning is. But I guess it makes sense if you're doing it for, like, testing purposes or things like that. Hi, Prize of Spades. I agree. I think the DLC probably impacts character choice a lot. I mean, even just in terms of being a bunch of extra chapters where you can get people a bunch of SP before the incident. I thought I didn't have Seedoll for a second, because I saw the dragon, and I was like, right, I have Camilla on Seedoll. I wonder in this game, if you kill somebody with a droppable item with a summon, is it like Fire Emblem 8, where you just can't get that item anymore, or can you trade it, or does it go to Convoy? Because fun fact, in Fire Emblem 8, if a summoner gets a dropped item from an enemy, or if a summon gets a dropped item from an enemy, you just can't get it back off them. It's stuck on the summon until they die. Including, like, desert items that they can pick up and kind of screw you out of.
Need help?
Does Camilla give Seedall flight? Camilla gives everybody flight.
An elegant finish.
But yeah, I think that the DLC is fun for making it less of a pain to use certain units. Like, I probably wouldn't be using Tamara this run if without DLC. Or Kyle. Every mobility tool they add to the game just makes Seedall that much better. Alright, are you guys ready for the funny Soren line? Well, this is just cruel. Let's say goodbye to these 5 enemies. Soren!
Are we done here?
This is a 5-er. I believe we kill 5. Oh no. Wait, I can't quite reach Linden. I mean, I have a dancer, it's fine, but... Let's see, what is the best way to take all of these guys out? That's true, I could have done more damage next to Alear. Fortunately, I didn't need it. But that is true. It was actually mildly annoying, because I can't get, There's 2 people I would like to dance for, but I only have 1 dancer. I think we can probably just put off recruiting Linden for a turn. That way I can do the dance that I really want to do. Which is for Tamara here. I want her to take out these mages for me.
Right.
Yeah, but I don't want to use the Violet. And Contract actually wouldn't work here. I need them both to move. But I think I can get away without using the Byleth Emblem this turn. Seedall can dance as Tiki Dragon? That's funny. Although disappointing that the dance is underwhelming. Damn, she still can't quite kill, huh? I mean, I don't think not oh my god. I don't think not using my Byleth Emblem on 1 turn qualifies as hoarding it. Hey, thanks for the sub, Daniel. You have Canter? Yes, you do. And people say Tamara is a good unit. Tragic.
Simple enough.
I kind of want to see the dragon dance.
Ready for
Even if it is disappointing. You've got the idea of a dragon dance in my head now.
Stand down.
Look, I'm okay with Amir sucking as long as it gives us the privilege of having an extra attack. I'd put up with some pretty bad weapons for an extra attack.
I cannot retreat now.
Hey, Irony. You were typing up a comically long analysis of conquest units. That's a very you thing to do, I think. In my brain, you're like the conquest man. In a good way. Check your Twitter. What am I gonna find there? Is it gonna be the long conquest post? Here we can hit him with the good old longbow.
Allow me.
All right, well, let's pull up Irony's Twitter. Oh my god, you certainly did write him a conquest essay, or them a conquest essay. What is your magic? 37? Okay, and you're not gonna double citrine because you can't double.
Death does not frighten me. I know my wife awaits me on the other side.
I forgot Lyndon is a wife guy. Dual Assist Plus is such a funny ability. Especially the way that it works with bolting, it looks so funny. Lyndon, did you have to move all the way over there? Do you realize how much of a pain you're making it to recruit you?
Retribution is due.
A good wind.
Forgot Lyndon was straight. To be fair, I also forgot that he had a whole thing going on with his wife. Like, I forgot that was an aspect of his character. Am I on Rally Plus or regular Rally? Regular Rally. So the thing is, Panek can definitely kill this guy. Well, probably. He needs to crit, but she has like an 80% chance. But how is she going to do with these guys? What's her advantage threshold? 25% or less? So she's not in it yet. This guy's hit for 41. So he can take one hit. It would probably be okay. Because if one hits, Vantage will trigger on... Bruh. Okay. I think it's still fine.
If I may.
Did I say guaranteed? I thought I said it was pretty good after I looked at the hit rate. But I mean, I knew it could miss, sadly. Maybe I said it was guaranteed. That would be a very Fire Emblem thing to say. But I think it's fine. We can just have Linden get the kill. Hi, Jeff the Jeff. Or is it Jeff the Hefe? I've been thinking Jeff the Jeff, but it occurs to me it might be the other one. Alright, let's get us a Linden.
You aren't fighting?
I suppose I should. Yet I find myself reluctant to spill blood.
He says this like he didn't just smack someone with his Thoron 2 seconds ago. Hey, Macabre Strife. It's true, it's Linden time.
Why don't you join me? I'm the Divine Dragon. My army is working to defeat the Fell Dragon and take back Elusia.
The Divine Dragon?
I know, you're devoted to the Fell Dragon, but...
Honestly, it would have made more sense if you had to recruit him with Ivy or Hortensia.
As far as I'm concerned, where she stands, there lies Elusia. My devotion has always been to the royal
Kill Linden
family
with
itself.
fists. No, Linden's our buddy.
Take me with you.
I don't want to beat up an old man.
Linden, long ago I served as a royal soldier. I may be getting
Time
on
to give
in
all
years,
resources
but
and
with my
investment
magic,
to the funny
I can
old
still
man.
open these
I feel like there
doors.
are two types of people. There's the people that literally forget Linden exists the moment they recruit him, and that's me. And then there's the people that are like, I must find a way to make him broken.
You're done for.
Please hit. Thank you.
Very well.
I generally like older characters in Fire Emblem, so I can see that. I'm a big fan of Nime in Fire Emblem 6, for sure. And not just because she's godlike. Have you guys ever, like, paid attention to what's going on during Nime's recruitment chapter? Because it's really funny.
Let's have some
Woohoo! Vantage Wrath Panette begins.
awful.
The chapter you recruit Nime is she's, I suppose, very minor spoilers for Fire Emblem 6 if you haven't played it yet. She's like being held captive, and she's a druid, so the enemy's trying to get her to cast a dark spell. And she's like, are you sure you want me to cast this? It's gonna be bad. And they're like, yes, I want you to cast it. And she's like, are you sure? Because it really might be bad. And then she casts it, and it's bad.
I cannot retreat now.
And they get mad at her, and she's like, bro, I told you it was gonna be bad. What the heck? And then you can recruit her, and she's great. And then she uses staves for you.
Finished?
Okay, she can kill him with a dance. Yeah, Nime is super funny. I like Nime quite a bit.
May I? Annoying.
Okay, Pandreo.
Give us.
I hope the FE6 team would be happy to know there's a waifu video about Nime. Alright, so wait, so 4-star clones we've agreed are Kyle. What are 3-star clones? I feel like they should have a different name. Josh? Okay. Whoa, wait, we can't do Josh. There's a guy in chat reasonably often that's named Josh. We could do John or Timmy. Or Bob. As in John Fire Emblem?
Of course.
Okay, I'm here for John Fire Emblem. Actually, you know what? I like Sequitur's suggestion. Because it mixes up the genders of the names. So we have Kyle and we have Sasha. Both of whom are going to make wonderful contributions to us by dying when we need a unit to die. This is not an Iron Man, by the way. Can we give Sasha an extra life? Because that's kind of funny. So, to my knowledge, which is incomplete, I believe it is random. With the caveat that dragon types get a boost, I believe. Who do I have Byleth on? Did I forget to bring Byleth? Are we already at our first preps fail? I think we are. Classic.
I have my orders. You will not survive.
If it wasn't Iron Man, Kyle and Sasha could have epic FE6 Merlin as utility. True! Pandreo does have no emblem, so I totally could have brought it. It even would have been good on Pandreo. You get magic and speed from Byleth. Oh, you know why Byleth isn't on anybody? It's because the last... Oh, rip Sasha. The last Divine Paralog we did was Byleth's, I think. Pretty sure that's why. I still can't get over, Blind Coco just reminded me of the roots and stuff thing. And I still can't get over the beginning of this game is like, Alear going, he meets his mom, and she's like, you have to fight me, and she makes the zombies, and he's like, oh no, zombies, and she's like, how could you think these are zombies? These are plant zombies. It's different. Lizard not forget to equip an emblem in preps challenge difficulty level still impossible. It's true. It's true. We're gonna have at least one a stream. But we got this streams out of the way early, so now I'm gonna do it right for the rest of the episode. You know, hopefully. Is the boss killable with bolting shenanigans? It might be. So that would be 11 plus poison. We could get a support bonus. So it would be 39. I think it would be slightly too low. But we can get this chest. Hector with a Brave Lance is in the summon pool? What? Zombies, we would never employ such unethical tactics. It has 10-year-olds in the army, true. I'm in a D&D game right now where I'm playing as a necromancer. It's been very fun so far. There aren't enough lance emblems, so they gave Lucina and Hector lances. But at least Lucina has a lance in sometimes, right? Does she get lance on promotion in Awakening? Or am I making that up?
Allow me. It's a terrible state of affairs.
Oh yeah, is Ephraim in the summon pool? Because he's like only kind of in the game. Okay, she does get lances in Awakening. I thought she did. Guys, I think bolting might be a little dumb. I'm not 100% sure about that, but just it seems like it might be a little dumb. Okay, I'm down here. Kill him. Oh, is there a hero's version of Hector with a lance? I think bolting wouldn't be as bad if the DLC didn't let you get, like, grotesquely over-leveled. Because it probably wouldn't be as bad on a Citrine that wasn't unreasonably high level for this point of the game.
I'll manage.
But she is, so... Yes, I didn't find Ephraim's situation to be weird at all, minus the DLC. But with the way the DLC has played out, it does feel a little weird now. I don't understand why they gave Veronica a dance either. I mean... frankly, she would still be good without it. Summoning is strong. But I guess they wanted her to be real good. Okay, yeah, we can very easily get the kill to Lapis. And I would like to do so. But first, let's kill who we can kill.
Right. Who is your commander?
Dark Inferno plus, I think it's bigger AoE? I'm not 100% sure. I have Parthia. Oh. Hit him with the torrential roar. Why not? Imagine being like a legendary hero and then you end up having to fight for this girl because she has a really good contract lawyer. tragic. Let me just look up what Dark Inferno Plus does, because I could definitely be wrong about that being what it does. Let's see. Cage. And here I can just kill the boss, and I'll start the next cutscene and then I'll look it up. Where's Lapis? There she is. Kill this man, Lapis. There you go.
I cannot allow this.
Alright. Oh, there's Ephraim. Welcome to the party, my friend.
I deserve no less.
It's hard. I don't know. I thought I would just look it up on Serenus Forest, but Serenus has the exact same description for both of them. I did know that Merlinus can level up, although you would be hard-pressed to make it happen, and I guess there's not much point, but it is pretty funny. Was that the boss from Chapter 3? I'm gonna be honest, I've never paid much attention to the generic bosses in this game. Outside of the one in Chapter 5, because I think he's kind of funny looking. And the one in Anna's Paralogue, because that boss is kind of neat. So Dark Inferno Plus is... The AoE is the same size, but it just fills in the gap. That makes sense. Yes, generic was probably the wrong word to use. I should say the unimportant bosses. But I liked his hair.
Elusia is in sight.
So, I've returned.
Are you all right?
Whatever has become of Elusia, I'll still do what I must.
Wolf Knights are cool and powerful and all, but the outfit looks so stupid. You don't like the tail?
It's near the castle and the cathedral, so we should be able to gather intel there. I will inform the others of our destination.
I think the Chapter 5 boss is also memorable to me because he's actually kind of tricky to... He's pretty tough. If you want to take him out in one turn, you gotta use all your stuff.
Just hang on.
Male Griffin Knight outfit is dumb. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if I've seen it. I don't think I've used a male Griffin Knight yet.
A return then to the land where we were separated from our fellow emblems.
The tail isn't that bad, but the bulky forearm thingies isn't my vibe. Alright, I'm gonna pay attention next time I have Lapis in combat. I'm gonna look at the forearm thingies.
Other option. That is the far greater power only we know about.
Yes, of course. The miracle. We could use that power at long last. I would suggest Lumera.
I don't like this idea. We shouldn't perform the miracle. We have to think of the future.
I agree. The whole future. We can't
Sigurd
favor
Sunday.
anyone
Every
right
Sunday
now.
is Sigurd Sunday.
Favor
Or at
someone.
least it should be.
We're talking about Lumera. We can prevent a tragedy.
Please. Those of us who were scattered in other lands are still learning all that's happened.
Aggressive and blunt foreshadowing cutscene. Yeah, you don't get a lot of, not a ton of subtlety in Engage.
So, we are not all in agreement. At least at present.
Using our power every 1,000 years is one thing. The miracle. We've never used it before.
Ike doesn't know that hoarding is a pitfall.
The cost of doing so is not small. Perhaps we should never, ever use it.
Neither does Sigurd, apparently. Sigurd's like, let's just not use it.
What might the others think? What might they decide?
At least Ike is still entertaining using it at some point. See, here's my hot take. I feel like everybody says Engage is self-aware about its story, but I don't think it is after the beginning. Like, I think the beginning is supposed to be kind of funny and goofy, but I don't think anything past the mid-game is particularly self-aware. Especially the end of the game. I think the end of the game, except for maybe that one cheesy line, is meant to be taken pretty seriously. Not that that means you can't like it. Whether it's self-aware or not, it can be entertaining. There we go, 600 skill points. Can you get Master Seals from the well? Yes. The chances are fairly low. At 3 stars, I believe it's 5% chance, and I think that goes up to 10% for 4 stars and 20 for 5. And realistically, if you're doing it in a not DLC items playthrough, you can't really afford to do more than 3 until, like, when Master Seals become available anyway. At least not without sacrificing items that you probably actually want to use. Can you rig the well like you can rig bond gacha? I'm not sure. If you can, I think it would have to be a skirmish, but I'm not totally sure. You can get stat boosters from the well, but I believe, I want to say only at 5-star, and I believe the chance is still low. But yeah, if you guys want to check any of the numbers, they are all up on Serenus Forest. That's where I read them. I'm just trying to do them from memory here. But yeah, if you do roll the 5 to 10% on an early Master Seal, it's pretty huge. You will certainly be happy to have it.
No holding back.
I want to deploy my children, Blizzard. All of my units are my children, okay? I'm a bad parent, though. I have favorites.
I'll be your opponent.
I am Louis, Royal Knight of Firene. I'm ashamed to have underestimated you.
Somehow, I won.
Sorry, Louis. You were helpful for a while, but I do not need you anymore. Alright, we have neglected our Pandreo a little bit. I'm gonna try to use him a bit more in the coming chapters.
I won't let this chance go to waste.
It's the second princess of Illusia, Hortensia!
Big upset that turning animations off doesn't skip arena animations. Yeah, it probably should. Look at Lapis's forearms. Okay, I looked at them. I looked at them. Thank you for reminding me. I was looking at chat and then I looked over and saw them. They don't bother me too much. I can see what you mean, though. But I'm glad you reminded me, because I specifically picked her for the arena, because I was like, I'll look at the wrist things, I'll look at her forearms, and then immediately looked at chat instead of the arena. Oh, it's bigger on the male outfit? Yeah, I mean, Pantreo is fine, but I would still like to level him a bit. I suppose if I really neglect him, you know, you get some filler units. And by that I mean Saphir is a filler unit that I could hypothetically use. Perhaps. How has my Tamara been performing? She's been alright. So she suffers from, I did the DLC before she came, so so everyone was quite a bit stronger than her when she joined, but she's been performing fine, you know, with that context in mind. What do I want to forge? How are my bows doing? Radiance at a +4, okay, that's plenty. I'm gonna +3 this, and then I'm gonna actually remember to give it to Lapis. I'm gonna do it right now, so I don't forget. Lapis, take the nice daggers from Marin. Thank you. Am I doing spam storm strats with her? I plan to be doing sandstorm strats eventually, but not really. So far, I'm just kind of leveling her still. Although here, let's help her out a bit more. Let's show her a little favoritism.
I'll be here.
Wish there were special weapons from the well. I mean, we get the candy weapons. Yeah, Parthia bonus experience is good. I think people just forget about it because you get it. Like, you get it so much later than Mercurius, but yeah, it's good. You know what, let's get Panette set up. We're gonna do Leaf Paralog, and we're gonna do Ike Paralog. Where is Leaf Paralog? Around somewhere. Do I prefer FE when any unit can change into any class or a more restrictive system? So I like that we get both. I think if we just got one, I would probably get tired of it. However, if I had to pick one, I think I prefer slightly more restrictive systems. My favorite is probably Fire Emblem 8, where we have the branching promo paths. Maybe you could add like one more option to each one, and I would be a pretty happy camper. I do think that there's something to be said for, in those games, classes providing some unit identity. Because it is true that in this game, you know, outside of just characterization, right? Like, obviously, everybody's going to have favorite characters. But
Something about this place is really off.
you know, when you look at it mechanically, a lot of the units are just kind of their stats, right? Because you can make them whatever you want. So there is a little bit of identity added to more restrictive systems, but at the same time, I enjoy doing the funny builds in this game. So yeah, I would say I prefer more restrictive, but I'm glad we get them both.
Someplace as serene as this, turning into a battlefield.
This is where I faced the genius tactician Sias. Some thought him.
And yeah, I agree. Fire Emblem 8 probably could have been improved a little bit if the branching promo choices were like a little better. Like, often it's not a real choice. Like, Knight is always going to want to promote into Great Knight. Cavalier pretty much always wants to promote into Paladin. Not even pretty much, just always wants to promote into Paladin. If there were more choices along the lines of Hero versus Ranger, that would be good.
I want you to fight me here. If you overcome that trial, our bond will grow stronger.
That bond will bring with it
Swordmaster versus Assassin having the biggest mid-off in Fire Emblem 8.
Against you is my trial.
Or maybe that's Rogue versus Assassin.
Good. Victory is your only way forward.
Oh, hi, Polaris. Well, I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad that you like the Bouncing Lizard. I'll tell the artists that you like it. They'll appreciate that. For Gales of Nayeli, each character has their own choice of 2 promotions. Ooh, you're selling me on this game more and more by the minute, Blind Coco. Let's bring Andreo for a map. Get him a little bit of experience. And have him borrow this Lucina band.
Lady Lucina.
I have a feeling this map is going to be a ton easier with DLC because the only thing that's really a pain in this map is getting the speed wing that I really want. Oh, speaking of which, I need to use that speed wing. Let's see who gets it. Maybe Kagetsu, he's like fringe double in a lot of cases with the axes. I would like him to be able to double faster enemies. Especially because I don't know that Lyn is staying on him forever. Other option would be Ivy. Maybe Ivy, since she's definitely not having Lyn. She needs the speed help. We're going to give it to Ivy. I'm going to give her the first speed wing. I forgot that I was like, I have boots that I didn't use, but it's the DLC. FE for Pavise is indeed the worst. I agree with that. Especially that one boss in Chapter 2. Citrine has 0 speed because I have made her Thunder way. Where's the weight? Does it not say here? Her Thunder's really heavy. I put an Ike engage or an Ike engrave on it. Okay. Set this up because we are going to be counting on Citrine to do some stuff for us here. And then where is Tamara? Her towards the front as well. She will be tanking some ballistas for us, and then we're good. Oh, you put the Conquest info dump in the Discord server? I will read that. I need to learn more about Conquest. It seems very interesting, but I do not know enough about it. I have to go to manage items to see the weight. Okay, I will remember to do that before next chapter, hopefully. So normally, this map's kind of annoying because of... It's this guy, right? This guy has this speed wing that you really want. But the ballistas make it annoying.
Oh-ho!
Oh-ho! Let's get the HectorCopter going. I mean, you at least get the Well Axe out of Berserker now. The Well Axe is okay, right? I think. Actually, she doesn't need to move. She stays here. She gets the support bonus. Bonk!
It's a terrible state of affairs.
Yes?
And then there's really only... This remix goes way harder than it needs to. All of the remixes are so good. I love them. Alright, we got Sasha. Oh, we got Sasha on a horse this time, though. Okay, these guys are both gonna run, I believe is how this works. If I remember correctly.
I will obey.
I believe all of the enemies with droppables just make a rush for the bridge.
I've got this.
But they're not gonna get far because we have the power of bolting.
As you wish, Divine One.
Any customers?
Although really only a couple of them even have stuff we care about. Why are berserkers in this game so slow? I feel like they didn't want them to be able to double since you can get crit rates up high so easily, but like, you just one-shot with crits anyway, so it's not really too much of an issue. I also hate this chapter with without infinite range warp. I was actually really annoyed that they chose this map, because I was like, this is the map where they literally give you a warp at the beginning, because they're like, we know you don't want to play this map, so here's a warp. I'm like, great, this game's making me play it. Although at least there's no leadership stars working against us. So what are you guys carrying? One of you has a thing I care about and the other one does not, I believe. What do you have, a pure water? What is with the loot in this game? Does anyone want a pure water? Like, I just can't imagine that being incentive for anyone to hurry up.
Who is your commander?
Yeah, I mean, the Micaiah Warp... Micaiah Warp is a hell of a drug. You can get through a lot of maps real quick with Micaiah Warp. Okay. Alright, Fabrication. Time for you to take some ballista shots for me. You're right, her name is Sasha. My bad. That's on me. That's true. It's hard to just take a map out of Thracia and put it in another game without it being a little weird. Maybe you could have done one of the defense maps? Bye, Sasha. Sasha will never be the great knight, Kyle. That's true. Poor Sasha. I'll tell you what, if you guys want a surprisingly fun martial master, Mauvir is pretty funny. Good martial master. Alright, well, what are your guys' deals? 44, 44, 44. Minus 17. Alright, let's give him the Panette Ike treatment. I mean, it really doesn't matter. Actually, I was thinking it doesn't matter what I equip because they're going to fracture her, which they will. But then I might be able to kill the archer with Great Aether. That would be kind of funny. Oh, did I put Veronica in bolting in, yeah, Veronica, or not Veronica, Goldberry might die. That may have been a tragic error. Tamara can certainly take a hit. Yes, you guys should look at the Super Frubbles unique builds guide. It does have Boppus TM. Which I believe has the Irony seal of approval. They were saying it was working pretty well for them yesterday. Where can I find it? Frubbles will have to link it to you. Or if you join our Discord, it's in the Discord. Shoutouts to Boppus TM. Honestly, that is the one that we talk about, but a lot of the builds in there are pretty fun. Oh, he's a Brave Bow? That would have been smart to look at. Panette might die. Ha! That one's a dummy. We might be okay because that one's an idiot. Okay, but also Goldberry might die because I'm an idiot. Yeah. Yeah, we would love to have you in the Discord, as would we would love to have any of the rest of you too. We post memes and lizard pictures in there. And like occasionally talk about Fire Emblem. You know, just a little bit. Alright, let me correct my foolish placement of Goldberry. Oh, of course, that was the first thing I did last turn. I was hoping not to have to rewind the whole turn, but whatever. These are the consequences of my actions have caught up with me. I was curious if he could kill someone. He could with an Alear boost, but... Okay, I mean, we can do what we were doing. We just have to give Panette a little boost.
Thank you kindly.
Yeah, I could use Seedall to block the shots. Well, he would just block one, right? Bonded Shield would also probably work. Or would definitely work. Let us tank the ballista shots as they taught us to do in the tutorial of Fire Emblem 7. If he's not messing up preps, he's accidentally getting a unit killed. That's true, you're getting the authentic lizard experience this stream. How scared should I be of FE5? Not that scared. I think people make Fire Emblem 5 sound way scarier than it is, especially if you use a guide, which I do recommend, because it's a bit of a mean game. It has some of, like, some tricks that are gonna slip you up on your first playthrough. But it's really not that mean. Happy Pi Day. God bless everybody on this most holy of days. Yes, getting a big Sigurd charge feels so good. And this is a good map for that to happen on. But yeah, I'm not gonna say Fire Emblem 5 is, like, easy or anything. I would say it's among the harder Fire Emblem games, but you can certainly do it. It is not as tricky as people make it out to be, in my opinion. And I'm not exactly like a godlike Fire Emblem player, so you definitely don't need to be. Okay. It's a little risky because I only get one extra bolting.
Need help?
Modded 28 enemy Sigurd override.
Terrible state of affairs.
Have you seen the video of... There was someone that made a bunch of... One sec. We're good. Oh, I meant to engage, but it's probably fine. There's a video someone made of the Sigurd paralogue. In which they had a bunch of flyers, and they made like a bridge from the beginning of the map to where Sigurd is, and he just charged all the way to the beginning of the map. It was very funny. They should remake Fire Emblem 5. And the most important thing is just that they keep the map where we get to kill the green units, because that's very cathartic for me. Alright, are we through? I believe we're through the first ballista now. Yeah, like he overrides through the line of flyers, over the water, to the start of the map. It's hilarious. Do you not have a staff? Or are you silenced? Ah. I don't know why I flew these flyers over here. Have I played any FE ROM hacks? Not in a long time. When I was younger, I played some. Namely, the one that sticks out in my mind, which I had no idea was made by Mecha until much later. But I played Troll Emblem. I don't know if you guys have played that one, but it is a doozy of a ROM hack. But I was thinking, after I finish this Engage playthrough... Actually, I don't need Bond Shield. We have the power of Field Gambit. After I finish this Engage playthrough, I was planning on having a little poll on what I should play next. And Fire Emblem ROM hacks were going to be among the options. So maybe I'll be playing one, you know, sooner rather than later. Everyone should vote for Conquest. Conquest is so brain heavy. Needs me to use my thinking muscles. Mara can't take 2 hits, I assume. I was not really thinking about her getting... I mean, we could just use a rescue. It wouldn't really be a big deal. Come here, Tamara. Whee! Sometimes we rescue to correct our mistakes. Cool. And then the ballistas will be done after this, and then we can, like, play the game normally. Yeah, Fire Emblem 4 definitely could use a remake. I mean, personally, I love the jank. I made a whole video on how much I love that stupid inventory system. But I think that the jank is probably a barrier to a lot of people playing it. And I want more people to play it, so a remake would be good in that regard. Why do they even have 100 hit ballista? Because in the original Fire Emblem 5 map, they had really strong units with leaderships that were getting a leadership star buff. Of course, in that game, you don't actually play this map, you just warp skip it. Alright, can I, like, heal Panette a little, but not that much? Hi, Enderx Dex. Yeah, Sacred Stones is one of my favorite Fire Emblem games. My god, if these guys could stop freezing all of my dudes! Very annoying. I wish they wouldn't do it. Are you scary? Let's see, 43 on 28 speed. Sheesh, 28 speed! Yeah, it still gets doubled by Chloe, though. Ooh, I probably could have assigned Decoy to correct my error earlier with my Gold Mary placement. That would have been big brain. Hey, Darkrai, I'm doing great. How are you tonight? Or it's tonight for me. I don't know what time it is in your part of the world. No, I would never leave Gold Mary dead. Gold Mary is one of my favorites. And I absolutely show favoritism in these games. My favorites are my babies, they must be protected.
Let's be careful.
Nice 1 damage from Gold Mary. Beautiful thing.
Allow me. One strike.
Way to go, Anna. God bless. Hey, Double Star. Thanks for checking out the stream. What skill do I recommend inheriting from Martial Master Mavier? First, good choice. Martial Master Mavier is very funny. And I like it. What do I recommend inheriting onto him, though? A good question. I mean, probably still Cantor. Cantor is just good. God bless Panette, dude. Yeah, Cantor's good. And then probably just... I have to check the numbers, but I assume Martial Master Mavier still needs speed. So, like, either Speed Taker or even just Speed Plus. I wonder if I can Astro Storm someone down with the Alear buff. I can take out a staff user, nice.
Now I have you. A good wait.
Yeah, Lunar Brace is a good shout too. Assuming you're not just giving him that emblem. Which, I mean, you could, if you wanted to.
Allow me.
One time during a maddening skirmish, an enemy Bow Knight had a Steel Axe and a Steel Axe, aka 2 Steel Axes. Yeah, 1 for each hand. Skirmishes in this game seem wild. I don't really do them, but like every time I've seen someone play a skirmish, I'm like, man, some of these look harder than the actual maps. Oh, sorry, I almost missed. Favorite all-time Fire Emblem character. That is a hard one. Let me think if I, like, have an answer to that. Let's see, you're gonna get hit by this guy for 43. Minus 15. 28, yeah, so you'll be fine if you use a vulnerary. And we can move Alear next to you too, so you'll take a little less. And then we can even do a little Vein of Succor to get those last 10 health. She conveniently leaves Panette out, because we want Panette to be a little hurt. Just a little bit. Yeah, I don't know who my favorite all-time is. I can give you a few of my favorites. Vein of Suck. What's his name? Nasala, or Nasala, in Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn is one of my favorites. He's my problematic boy. He just needs love. I can fix him. Urk is one of my favorites. I love an early game mage, and he's one of my favorites in the archetype. Horror makes me laugh a lot.
Whatever you ask.
Just want to get her to where she's definitely attacking. Oh my gosh, it's Urk!
If I may.
I like Sarah too. I feel like their dynamic really works for me. I think they're funny. Big crit, shaky hit. Classic. High Priest with 2 steel hand darts. Yeah, again, 1 for each hand. You gotta have 2. Why do Clan and Frem feel like the most mid-Cain and Abel in this series? I guess they don't really feel like a... I mean, I agree that they are the Christmas units, but they don't feel like Cain and Abel to me. It feels wrong when they're not horse units.
Right. Me too.
What engrave does Panette have? I think Corn. Probably could give her Lyn. Yeah, I don't think there's any particular reason it's not Lyn. It probably should be. Alec and Noash are definitely a mid-Cain and Abel. I feel like Thracia might have the most mid, because I don't think people even, like... I feel like when people talk about Cain and Abels, they aren't even thinking about the Thracia duo. And for good reason, the Thracia duo does not impress. Oh, did I unengage? Yeah, please engage. I would like you to be engaged. There we go.
Our bonds are far.
I feel like Alec and Noash are okay. I mean, they make some early game contributions, assuming you aren't just Sigurd soloing. Of course, you can just Sigurd solo, and that probably lessens their... you know, probably makes them viewed a bit worse than they otherwise might be. Damn, Anna's getting crits tonight, baby. And she's getting us money. Sure, I mean, Tamara probably gets this kill.
So cool.
Oh, you're an Arden stan? I don't know if I've ever met, like, someone that actually likes Arden. And I don't mean that in a mean way, it's just I feel like he doesn't really see use, so people don't usually have too strong of an impression of him. He is funny, though. I always feel bad that I give his pursuit ring to somebody else. But not bad enough that I don't do it. Promoted by Chapter 1 and gave him Lex's Brave Axe. That's pretty good. That's gotta be like Arden's Redemption Tour. Where he dunks on everybody that dared call him bad. You know, assuming he can catch them. Oh, see, I do usually pair him. Although he's not usually like a super high priority pairing for me, but I do typically pair him, I think. He broke his sword and had to repair it in the prologue. I think my favorite thing about Thracia weapons is when you do something like send a thief to the arena and they spend like 30 uses of their sword just trying to get through it. How do I like the hidden secret on Sigurd's map? The stat booster or the spices? I mean, the answer is I like both to either one, but I'm just curious which one you mean. Couldn't remember if I had Cantor on Ivy. I do. Ooh, can't quite get him with the Bolganone, huh? Get a crit, Finette. Do it.
Allow me.
There are so I don't know if it's much of a secret, but like on the Sigurd map, there's spices in the post section that I always thought were kind of like a reference to the barbecue stuff. Not going to go into more detail than that in case maybe anybody doesn't know about the barbecue. Although it's kind of the worst kept secret in Fire Emblem at this point.
Sorry for the trouble.
FE6 Roy or FE11 Marth? In what way? Like, who do I like better or which is the better unit? Which is the better unit? Oh, that's funny that the knockoff Soth has Triangle Adept. You guys are each just getting hit by one. That's fine.
Need help?
All right, here's my counterpoint to Roy's sweeping Marth, though. What does Roy do up until he gets the Binding Blade that's better than being a chest key? Like, how many points does Marth get for being a chest key? The axe animations in this game are really fun. Yes, I agree that Roy would be— oh, my— okay, we're fine. For a second I thought Alear was gonna die, and I panicked. But it was us dealing the damage, not them. How am I not getting the 79 crit? Because the other 21% of the time. Sometimes you don't get the crit.
Our foes are strong.
My hot take is you should be able to seize with Zane. How does the throne know the difference?
Ow.
But yeah, I'm probably going to want to change the engrave on Panette's axe or inherit some hit onto her between chapters here. Because the hit is definitely struggling. Although not with her killer bow. Wolf and Sedger stole Marth's growths. Wolf and Sedger stole everybody's growths.
Raised by wolves?
Your Alchris strength is better than Fogato's in Warrior. Is Fogato's strength in Warrior good? I actually have no idea, because I always just focus on his, like, acceptable magic. Well, that's the question. It's either Forge Hit or Inherit Divine Pulse. Bespoke Compact Axe.
Am I so unreliable?
I like how, like, when chain attacks steal a unit's kill, some of them get, like, depressed about it, like Ivy, and then other ones are like, yeah, you go, dude. You have, like, a not physic in here for me? Yeah. I don't know why I don't just have 4 stabs in Citrine's inventory. Yeah, Linen Engrave is probably enough to fix it. But I might get her Divine Pulse anyway, depending on how the hit rates shake out with that, because I don't really... I guess it's that or Cantor. Cantor is quite good. The Cupido class is so bad. Well, here's the thing about the Cupido class. I think the Cupido class is like, okay, if you exclusively use it to do Radiant Bow shenanigans.
Allow me.
Excuse me as I slowly punch my way through these copious amounts of dudes.
Need help? Me too. Please forgive me.
Linen Grave fixes entirely. Alright, then we will just do Linen Grave and probably inherit Cantor. Or maybe hold out, but probably Cantor. Throw Axe. Which Fire Emblem has my favorite story? Probably Thracia. What do I think about Entrap? Reverse Warp is pretty funny. I think Reverse Warp is fine as long as... I do think it should be clearly visible. It feels a little bad if you, like, get entrapped from fog. But as long as it's visible, I think it's, like, a cool thing to exist. Although, my apparently controversial opinion, because I know that the big take right now is, like, everybody being like, Fire Emblem stories have always been bad. I enjoy most Fire Emblem stories.
Need help?
I don't know, maybe my standards are just too low, but there's a lot of Fire Emblem stories I like. I mean, there's only a few I would call really good, but there's a lot that I like. The only ones I would call really good are, like, probably... maybe just Tellius? Maybe just Tellius and Thracia? But there's a lot that I would call pretty good, or fun, or, you know, enjoyable. How about the really bad side? The only ones I think are really bad are probably Conquest and Revelations, and like... I am gonna be honest, I know some of you guys are higher on Engage's story than I am. I don't like Engage's story very much. I like it probably a bit better than Conquest and Revelation, but it's definitely in the lower tier for me. Fortunately, the gameplay is pretty magnifique, so you know, that makes up for it a bit. There are dozens of us.
Need help? You're wondering.
Engage does have some good supports. But the thing is, I feel like what Fire Emblem game doesn't have good supports? Like maybe 12? Whatever, I have an extra life, I'm just gonna take the crit chance. If I miss, I miss. Bummer.
Hold nothing back.
I probably could have made that safe by just breaking with Kagetsu first. That would have been smart. But it wouldn't have been high risk. Gotta love it when Ivy has 5 luck still. Yeah, Ivy's gonna eat some crits this run, for sure. It just will happen. I think how good Three Houses' story is kind of depends on the route. Oh my god, Anna, chill. Gotta feed the bolt engage, exactly. Actually, I think in this map, it's more like gotta fill the Cataclysm gauge, because look at this. Look at this juicy Cataclysm. Never have I seen such a juicy Cataclysm before. How many turns have I spent on this bridge? Too many. Too many turns I have spent on this bridge. But soon we will be to the second bridge. Well, here's the thing about why I don't mind Citrine having 0 speed. If you're not in Mage Knight, then Citrine is not doubling anything, and she is getting doubled by almost everything, so who cares about her speed at that point? Ah, it'll be a juicy Great Aether too. Although I'll have to be a little careful, because even with Ike, that's a lot of damage to survive. I'll tell you what this is juicy for, though. Torrential Roar.
My path is certain.
I sound like Enviosity. I'll have to look them up. I don't know who that is. Shadow Dragon really doesn't give anyone resistance, except for Pegasus Knights, and then you promote them, and then they don't have resistance anymore. They take your resistance away. Remember FE5 Thief when they could steal weapons and give enemy weapons? I sure do. My favorite part of FE5 Thieves was stealing tomes from mages, and then they just can't do anything. Then you can easy capture them if you want to.
Come and face me.
Right.
As Kage intended, no res.
I beg your pardon.
Alright, I'm gonna be honest, I kinda love Kaga Emblem. I know we meme Kaga, and perhaps for good reason, but I like pretty much all of Kaga's Fire Emblem games. I have to try his post-Fire Emblem games. Way to go, Kagetsu, God bless. Oh, I was gonna dance into flames, but I don't even need to. Because Corrin is good. No res is simply gameplay story integration. That's true. That's why when they released that Magic Cannoneer, no defenses should work on it, because it's basically just a gun. If you liked 4, you should definitely try 5. A lot of the same, you know, similar things that make the writing good in 4, but, like, the gameplay is also good. I also should have moved Thoron onto Ivy. I don't know why I still have her using a regular Thunder like a chump. But here's the thing about no resistance in Fire Emblem 1. You don't even need resistance because you're not going to fight any mages because you're just going to warp skip. Thinking about calling Soren. This is pretty juicy. I think I'm gonna do it. It'll be fun.
Wait.
I think it is a prime Soren moment.
Let's have some fun. My goodness, how awful.
Wait, she doesn't kill! Ah! I mean, she doesn't kill, but it's, like, probably fine. We're gonna do it anyway.
Soren!
Soren! Instruct! Oh my god, I could have instructed. Or rallied. I had multiple options. Rally would have worked too. I don't think it's going to be a problem though. I think we can just do fine on this turn. Whee! You go here. Oh yeah, I could just use Time Crystal. I have a bajillion of them. Let's do it. Let's get the big kill. It's fun if we get the big kill. Where'd I put Byleth? Alear, where are you? Or no, I didn't put it on Alear. I did bring Byleth, right? I could have sworn I did. Maybe I didn't. That'd be funny. I may not have brought Byleth. But this time I think that was an educated decision, or at least not to put it on Alear, because I wanted Corrin for this map, but I probably should have put Byleth on somebody. That's fine though, we have the power of Rally. Forgetting Byleth twice is funny. I forget things a lot. Gonna be totally upfront about that. Okay, 6. Can I get there with Alear next to her? How much damage do we get from the passive? +3? Maybe. Let's see. Oh ho ho ho! There we go!
Soren!
Soren! But we did it right this time.
Are we done here?
See, we don't need Byleth. What do we need Byleth for? Oh ho! Disgusting. You guys think Soren is a good emblem? Why does it hit 3 times per unit? That's just what Soren's thing does. Remember when Wizard said we got the forgetting the emblem out of the way earlier? Look, I'm just trying to keep it interesting for you guys as we take 7 years to cross this bridge, okay? But yeah, Soren's thing is I believe they do 40% damage 3 times.
Unforgivable.
Need help?
At this point, crossing the bridge will have its own genealogy. I mean, it's gonna have a genealogy chapter 5 moment in a few minutes. Probably next turn. Where'd I put Alear? Gold Mary, come over here, because I want to dance Alear. The best thing about that time, Crystal, was getting to hear Soren again. That is my favorite part of these streams, is getting to hear the Soren effect. Especially since the run that I'm playing off stream, I'm doing no DLC. So I don't get to hear it. And I'm like, where is the Soren sound that I crave? You want to know the tragic thing about Leaf's ×4 attack with Tamara, though, is? Let me get the... So it has to be a physical attack, which I believe means that only 3 of them count, because the Light Brand is a magic attack. Someone feel free to correct me on that if I am incorrect, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Oh, I gotta be a little mindful. There's a ballista again. Although it's still not bad. I mean, it's 3 hits. 3 hits is still good.
Nothing left of you.
Whenever I warp skip, I imagine the entire enemy army giving up and going home because one guy appeared behind them and sat on a chair. Look, chairs are very important in Fire Emblem, okay? That's how we decide who rules a country, is who is sitting in the chair at any given time. What did I think about the Sigurd map Julius Ishtar mini boss? They're cute. I never fight them, but it's cute that they put them there. Thing is, Tamara actually needs a fair amount of help to quad with the Brave Lance, because her build is tragic. Her speed is good enough, but the build gives her some problems. Although perhaps not so much if you're using Leaf anyway. Need I remind you all that the plot of Conquest was literally about just getting a guy to sit in a chair? That's what we were doing in that game.
Allow me. I'm sorry.
The Conquest writers just thought we really liked seizing, and they were like, let's make a game about seizing. They went on the forums and were like, man, these Fire Emblem players really like seizing at a fast pace. I keep seeing people talk about like turn 1 seizes. Let's make a game about seizing. My Conquest playthrough always have a QTE on the start. Oh, man. I sometimes wonder if Conquest gets too much flack. Is the story really that bad? I haven't played it in a while, but like, the way we talk about it is like it's the worst thing ever, and maybe it is. I do remember it being pretty bad. Is it as bad as I remember, though? Seize is better than Route, yeah, by a long shot. I would be reasonably happy if I never played a Route map again. I do not need them in my life. Well, here's the thing, though, Irony. That may be a double-edged sword, because if I'm replaying it to remember the story, that means we will be watching the story. So, you know, be careful what you wish for there.
Looking down on me? Serves you right.
Why did I think I have Canter on you? I just talked about how I don't have Canter on you yet. And it's fine, you can take one hit. But like, I literally just talked about not having Canter on you. Okay, so I mean, it sounds like the Conquest story is in fact pretty bad. Maybe not as bad as I remember it, but pretty bad, it sounds like. $30 is a good amount of health for you to heal. I want you to be a little injured, but not that injured. Bro, where's the Dimitri turn when you need one? Alright, if she misses, I'm gonna have to give her the Tiki treatment, probably. Actually, it's fine. I can just dance her to safety. Ooh, Orchid's Chain Guard. Let's get another Ballista use out of the way. Guy's only got 2 shots left. I'd like to file a complaint about ballistas. I don't like them. Did the horse reinforcements stop? Yeah, they're not unlimited. They might spawn more when leaf starts coming. We have not done our next gacha yet, but soon.
Right away.
No. Ballista more like bolting. Well, Ballista couldn't kill you in Conquest? That's interesting. Kinda nice. Okay, let's use this Ballista's last shot. This one's got all 3 shots left. Okay. Dimitri, please. Dimitri! Woohoo! Our anti-ballista king. And then we can make some room up here so people can start moving up. I refuse to ever do this map without Micaiah. I want Leaf higher level though. I want better vantage for Panette.
I'm exhausted.
Well, ballistas are either like a warp or a turtling incentive. It's like you either warp or you turtle. Damn, I was hoping it would stay on Dimitri. He's not blowing up the bridge yet? I thought he would blow up the bridge this turn. Can she not quite reach this ballista? Not this turn, at least. Alright, let's get the last charge of this ballista, then we'll move up, and I believe that will trigger Leaf coming.
Ready for me?
Interestingly, Dimitri pull would unironically make my life a little easier. But it's fine. We will get rid of the ballistas in due time. Yeah, ballistas can be fun on defense maps. I do enjoy using them in Conquest 10. If they didn't have charges on these ballistas, it would be pretty painful. And I would be pretty unhappy about it. Would definitely be a warp skip map. If, honestly, it probably should be a warp skip map anyway, but it would definitely be a warp skip map if there were no, charges on the ballista. Very engaging gameplay, right? We are just about there, though. And then I am going to replenish. Actually, can she take a hit? Probably, right? 44. Yeah, she can, but we'll just do this. It's fine. 2, I think it's good practice to give people a warp in the beginning of the game. I think you get a warp fairly early in this game, right? Especially if you do DLC. I don't know, I think it's fun having a warp. So yeah, I guess I have no problem with an early warp.
As if I would lose.
Especially if a warp has like limited uses. Like that's part of the problem with Shadow Dragon is the warp has like 7 uses. And then eventually you get 2 more, and then you get Hamarn with 12 uses. Like, in theory, I should run out of warps at some point. But the thing about warp skipping is, I don't really like doing it. Like, in theory, maps should just be fun without warp skipping. In my opinion. Warp skipping can be fun, but like, I'd rather not feel like I need to do it because the map is annoying.
Of course.
Shadow Dragon Wooden Cavalry map. Yeah, that map is something.
I have been waiting.
Wooden Cavalry, my beloved. I will say the warp skip for Wooden Cavalry is kind of fun, because there's like side objectives you need to get. So I find the strat interesting where it's like you warp Marth to get the village, and then you get the recruit, and you forge him 11 sword with crit so that he can crit the boss. And then you warp Marth again. I think that one's actually kind of entertaining. We're gonna go here. Now he blows up the bridge. Bro, I do not care about that bridge anymore. You have blown it up too late.
I don't play nice.
True, Soren moment incoming.
Lady does it.
Yeah, that's a Soren moment.
Soren!
Soren!
Out of my way.
My favorite part of Shadow Dragon Ballisticians is that you can forge the ballistas. Soren saying Ike sounds like a shy guy. I'm gonna have to pay attention to how he says Ike now. I've always been so focused on the Soren. Does Soren say Ike funny?
I cannot retreat now.
Alright, I know that was a very nice Soren moment, but I would like to also take a moment to applaud the Corrin emblem, because what the heck, man? Is this not a little silly? Zim joins the battle uninvited. Well, welcome, Zim. Well, you weren't invited. We do appreciate your presence. Yeah, I need to change Panette's engrave, and I need to I need to put Byleth on somebody. That's the other thing I need to remember to do. Yeah, Corrin Emblem's really fun. I enjoy using it. What's up, Zim? What's the confusion? Put Byleth on the old man? We're not even using the old man. When we're done with this playthrough, I'm gonna have to make a supercut of every time I forgot to put an emblem on somebody. I swear it's gonna be like a 10-minute video. Oh ho! Wait, so is Hector available for every pull except for colorless? No Kyle or Sasha this time. Tome Hector where? I wish there was Tome Hector. Why not? If we can have all these other Hectors, I don't see why we can't have Tome Hector. Yeah, I mean, the stalling is definitely one of the better parts of Corrin. But I feel like the Hex is really powerful. Makes a lot of bosses, like, much more easily one-roundable.
Need help? One more!
Yeah, they should have given us the seasonal alts for the heroes summons. I demand they make like 15 different models just to appease my need for Hector in a Halloween costume.
Right.
May all find salvation.
Sure, give me Bikini Hector, why not? That can be the Tome one. We can have Summer Bikini Hector. Goodbye.
I cannot retreat now.
Yeah, we can give the kill to Tamara. Or maybe we can give the kill to Tamara. He is struggling a bit in the damage department.
I feel as if I have known you for
I let my guard down.
Bro, Tamara I think I've had Tamara die to crits more often than any other character in this game, which is funny because her passive reduces crit chance. How does EXP actually work for the summoned emblem? I have no idea. I assume that it just is going into a big void of experience that you're never going to get back. I will say, to be fair, that one was a little bit a skill issue. I did see he had like 20% crit. I didn't have to make that attack. Okay, I mean, hypothetically he could crit, but it's only a 3% this time. Oh, I forgot I had all of the Book of Life things lined up. Alright, I'm gonna give her another chance. Let's see if she gets crit again. Bruh! Alright, it's just, maybe it's just not meant to be for Tamara. I mean, she can use Houses Unite. He doesn't get to counterattack on that one. You're gonna take Tamara's 8 damage and you're gonna like it. Double skill issue. True. Okay. Okay, Tamara. I have the utmost confidence in your ability to not get crit for a 3rd time. You don't even need a combat art this time. Oh my god, he has 30% crit. Well, here, what can I fit? How low can I get the crit? So it's 30%, but only on 41% hit. And he probably dies to the chain attacks. No, he has Vantage, so he will go. Alright, we're good, we're good, we're good, we're good, we're good. We're good. I would have cried if he crit again. Would have been a sad boy. Bummer, no triple skill issue. What is this negative energy, guys? Send me your positive vibes. we don't need Tamara to keep getting crit.
I appreciate your guidance.
Guidance? An interesting word choice. I believe I understand now why the trial was located here.
Oh? Why?
I was a young prince, inexperienced in leading an army. My errors were many.
All right, you were sending me positive energy. God bless.
I was told something I've kept in my thoughts. Once blood is spilled, it cannot return to its source.
All right, I'm not gonna lie. It would have been pretty funny if she got crit again.
Life is a series of choices. There is no way for one to know if their past choices were correct.
All right, so I have 2 compilations to make at the end of this run. Every time I forget to put an emblem on somebody, and every time Tamara gets crit, the runtime is going to be like 3 hours.
For sharing your story with me, I feel like I understand more than before. I will work to build a good future. And you'll be beside me until the end of this war?
Here, on the shores of this beautiful river, I swear my service to you.
Leaf is like, before I can increase our bond level any further, I need to shoot at you with large bows for 7 years. some bond frags. Bond frags are actually kind of a decently important resource. I did some preps off screen where I did a bunch of Emblem arena fights, and bond frags do you do spend them. That's how all of your first dates go. Where do you go to get the ballistas? I feel like you would have to be dating in a very open place. Shooting you with ballista is a learning experience, but he doesn't need to learn. I need to learn. Leaf conversation here is like a love confession despite him being dense with Goldmary. Is he being dense with Goldmary, or is he being like, I always thought the thing where he was like, I already have feelings for you. I think we're gonna be very good friends. I thought was like, I thought he was aware of what he was doing in that Bond conversation. But maybe not, I haven't read all of them. Thank God you taught us the lesson of turtling and or warp skipping. Yeah, I guess to be fair, maybe I just haven't seen enough of Leaf's Bond convos. Hey, a rewarp staff. That's nice. This great coffee shop with 3 streets going down it. Oh no. Never have I been more glad that I'm not a coffee drinker. Alright, you guys think we're getting an S rank meal or a G rank meal? Quasabo. Quaspo. Alright, we've got a prediction for S, a B-. Are you reading it Tamara level?
Tamara here, the Crown Princess of Somme.
We'll learn together. I'm not setting a very good example.
This calls for a victory song.
Tamara crit and arena bet. Alright, we have an S, a B, and a C. I look forward to seeing what he actually makes us. We'll see who's right. I'm calling a G. I think he's gonna make us a G meal.
Kagetsu, at your service. Come, show me your
Alright,
skill.
you're going D. I think we have... Alright, we have every grade represented. So somebody will be correct. No, we don't have an F. No one said F yet.
Fun, was it not?
I don't think he's gonna make us an F, though.
Will you go out with me?
Prepare to be awestruck. Impressive.
That was fun, was it not?
Kagetsu and Saline can support. Oh, I might have to read those. That sounds like a funny pairing. Did Kagetsu just ask Goldmary out on a date? Yup, that's what he does when he fights people in the arena. We need more Soren Bond convos, but he's so good on Citrine. He did have a very funny Bond combo with Citrine, though, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, let's do the 2 things that I'm supposed to remember to do. First, we're gonna return Byleth to the roster.
Byleth.
Next, we're gonna put Corrin on somebody. What Dragon Vein do I get? Water. Thing is, I want the Fire Vein. Yeah, I'm gonna keep Corrin on Byleth.
Corrin,
Or on.
I believe in
I'm gonna
you.
keep Corrin on Byleth. I'm gonna keep Corrin on Alear. Byleth gives magic and speed, so perhaps a good fit for Ivy.
Byleth.
And we could do... That's fine for now. What does Flying Instruct even give? I'm not sure. Let's check. Resistance. So, mediocre. A net engraving. Thank you for reminding me. At least I remembered one thing on my own this time. I mean, she loses a little bit of crit, but it's probably fine. Cavinstrict is a +10 activation for Sandstorm. That's a pretty good shout. Speaking of which, I do probably want to, at this point, put a Dex plus Emblem on. Do I have a good one that isn't more important on somebody else? Not really. I don't want to put Lucina on her. I could give her Sigurd. It's actually not bad. Dex and defense, and then obviously good move is good on everybody.
Sigurd!
But then we definitely want the Three Houses ring on somebody. Perhaps Kagetsu. But then who gets Lyn?
Edelgard!
Count on me.
Yeah, I could do Leaf and do Brave Lance. Let's see, do I have a Brave Lance and or can I buy one? I should probably check that first. Can I buy one? Or what is Brave Lance Forge out of?
Well, hey there.
Yeah, I can't buy one, but it probably forges out of something.
Take care.
Silver weapon. Let me check. Actually, if it is a silver weapon, I think I would know from the might. Let me go look. Oh, I forgot to check, or did I do the well already? Or did I take stuff out and not put stuff in? I don't know, I gotta run over and check. I'm a mess. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I don't have a silver lance. Oh, I do. Never mind. I thought I didn't for a second. Oh, we're getting one next chapter? Okay, then I'm just gonna hold off.
I'll be here.
I'll just give her that Brave Lance then. Very important to put things in the well. Let's just throw all of these iron great axes in. Alright, I do not trust Bunet. Let's do a save real quick.
Welcome.
Although we're actually not doing Chapter 19 next. We're doing Ike Paralog next, which is going to be a much quicker one than the last one. Let's have Citrine and Ivy eat together. Alright, let's have the... Oh, we can't have the seafood paella. Never mind. We're gonna have the peach cake. I don't want to add a rare ingredient because fish or vegetable does not seem right.
Leave it to me.
Alright, let's see who wins.
To bring out the essence of the flavors. Yes, a bit more. Good.
Let him cook. What is he cooking?
Please, enjoy to your heart's content.
Pardon me.
Okay. It's not F or G, I don't think.
Indeed.
Ooh, did anybody have double S?
Please.
I think Bunet may have exceeded all of our expectations. 'Cause I don't think double S was on the table. Bunet is a chef, but I swear anytime I get a G-rated meal, it's usually from Bunet. I assume because he's just trying something wacky with the flavors. Do you need a full 12 amiibos for the OG outfits? I have no idea. Although I think you can get the amiibo cards pretty affordably. And I think those work the same. I don't know. I'm not a amiibo aficionado, really. Don't forget the Alchrist Annihilation meal of the Divine Paralog. Yeah, that was when we started saving before meals, because that was a fiasco. So here's the question on this map. Can we one-turn it by bolting Ike 6 times? That's the thing I am interested in learning from this map. Yeah, I have a lot of skirmishes because I never do them.
Someplace you've been?
Yeah.
Bunet wants to eat everything.
Of Crimea and Gallia. Interesting that this place is where we'll have our trial.
Trial?
We were pursued here by forces from the Kingdom of Dayan. They laid
items and money. Who needs items and money?
The strength of their forces was overwhelming. My father
Who needs items and money when you have bolting?
Up his role as leader of the
Soren beats up husband by embodying a rich girl. Exactly.
That sounds rough. What did you do?
You know, hopefully. We'll see. We'll see if it plays out that way.
Sister and the Grail mercenaries. If you found yourself in the same situation, what would you do?
I'd like to think I would also fight. I don't want anyone I care about to be harmed.
And I believe you would fight well. So show me how you would defend those near to you. No words now, only deeds.
A trial? You want me to fight you?
If you win this fight, our bond will become even stronger.
Understood. I won't lose.
That's the spirit. Now.
Alright, have a good night, Blind Coco. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, you get a few skirmishes throughout Maddening, but yeah, I never do them. Not for any, like, I'm not really opposed to them. I don't know. I don't do them. Okay, so here's the setup. We need our dancer and our contractor over here. We can get a rally. We're gonna set it up like this. Or no, you're fine here, but... I think she can bolting Ike from here. Which would mean we can contract. I'm trying to see if we can have her getting the Alear boost the whole time. So we would have her here, Alear here. We would do Seed all, he'd canter out, and then we would do contract. In theory, I don't need a ring on Panette, but you're right, I should give her one anyway.
Hector!
Because I don't think Panette is actually doing anything. Because if this doesn't work, we're probably just gonna try a different approach.
Give me your best.
You know, we might play the map normally if this doesn't work.
Say the word.
Ooh, that's not who I want to rally. That's who I want to rally.
Show me the way. I'll do my best.
I think this might work.
The choice is yours.
Oh, but doing the setup this way, I don't know if I can get the Byleth dance that I need. Yeah, I might have to position differently. And just accept that I won't get the Alear buff. Because what I think needs to happen is... how do I... trying to figure out the maximum amount of boltings I can get, because it's actually not 6. Because if she has to be here to do the bolting, then I can't catch all 3 in the Byleth dance. Well, let's just see how close we get in this method, and then I will adjust my positioning to account for the learning I have just made. I don't think we can quite do it in one turn. I think it would take 2. Because I think the most boltings I can get in a single turn... so she can canter out. Okay, hold up. Let's consider the positioning. Yeah, so I need 6. I'm trying to figure out if I can get 6 with where she needs to be to do the bolting. Yeah, bolting is pretty cracked. So if she boltings here, he can canter out to here. But the contract has to happen here because she can't move after she gets contracted. So I don't think we can do it in 1 turn. But we could probably do it in 2. Yeah, siege weapons with infinite uses are indeed good. I'm pretty sure it's going to have to be a 2-turn, sadly.
Give me your best.
I don't know if Astra Storm on Panette can... Let me see if it can reach. It gets, what, 10 range? It would be from here. It would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, she doesn't quite reach. I don't think.
Very well. I'm listening.
But, I mean, we could pretty easily just do this in 2 turns. Assuming that this guy doesn't... He has a Thor on, so he's not going to kill her, because he's not going to double. Also, she has 44 resistance, which I did not quite realize until this moment. The hit rates are a little shakier since we're not giving her the Alear bonus.
Damn.
How mysterious.
I mean, that's fine. Well, you're not a longbow man, right? Steel bow, 35. Yeah, he can't even kill Seadoll. This is fine. I was gonna say I can also fix that by doing a, Dragonbane, but I don't need to.
Grace and skill.
Don't destroy. Contract. Build bridges. Don't destroy them. Oh, we get chain attacks.
Right. That's on me.
Oh, that's funny that we get chain attacks. But yeah, it's a pretty easy 2-turn.
I hear you.
I am full of vigor.
There, what are y'all's stats? 41 on 36 defense.
Time to open up shop.
I mean, whatever, I'm not too worried about it.
Of course.
Can have Panette fight a couple dudes. Why not?
I don't back down.
Dude, Hector makes everybody look so cool. Yeah, when I say play this map normally, I don't like play this like a defense map. Usually when I play it normally, I just rush up here and then just pull him down. Or if I'm using Allchrist, you can like shoot him with Lyn, and Lyn pulls him down too. So I never play this map like a defense map. It's pretty brutal if you do, I think. Yeah, so the problem with Alear was just that it made the positioning a little difficult to do a Byleth dance with. Because, like, to do 6 boltings, you need to Byleth dance on... Whee! You need to Byleth dance on all 3 of them. Both the Refreshers and Citrine. But Citrine needs to do the bolting from there, which means the contract unit needs to be there. And with Alear there, it's difficult to get the Byleth dance on all of them. Maybe doable. I didn't think that hard about it. Is there a triangle attack in this game? Not to my knowledge, which is kind of sad. It's a bit of a bummer. This turn, we could easily get 6 boltings, though, if we wanted to. We don't need to.
Direct me.
Although, we could get a bunch of free, we could have a Soren moment and then dance and then go take care of Ike, I think. Yeah, we can. Let's have a Soren moment first. Oh no, I don't have Hector, or I don't have Ike, I have Hector. Alright. Unfortunate. But yeah, I don't think there's a triangle attack in this game. Which, have we had a triangle attack in a while? We didn't have one in Three Houses. We didn't have one in Fates, did we? Three Houses does have it? Wait, what is it in Three Houses? Evidently, I've just never done it. Bah! Though I don't think one miss matters too much. Or at all, really. Oh, it's just like a combat art.
Need help?
Okay, so it's only like kind of a triangle attack then, right? Like it doesn't... I assume from how you're describing it that it doesn't actually involve putting your units in a triangle. Oh, why'd I skip that animation? I love the Byleth animation. Whoops! Oh, you do need peoples. Okay. That's neat. I didn't know that was there. But, that's cool. That would explain why no one uses it. I'm not gonna use the time crystal just to watch the Byleth dance animation. Don't worry, we're gonna see plenty of Byleth dances as long as I remember to put Byleth on my units. Which is apparently a bigger ask than one would expect.
Right. I'm not alone anymore.
Woo.
You never had a chance.
The thing with a triangle attack as a boss killer in Three Houses is in Three Houses just your best wyvern is a good boss killer. Huh. I think if I really wanted to, I could have gotten Kagetsu up there to take the kill.
You never had a chance.
Because boss killing is almost too easy in Three Houses. There's so many maps where you can just warp to the boss and be done with it. Yeah, we'll take the 94 hit rate. Bolting good.
It was a good fight.
Alright, and the important thing is that we saved the building. The building was not broken. The final map of Blue Lions is such like a system shock because you've just warp skipped like the last 10 maps and then they're like, here's this brutal one.
Great work. You overcame the trial well.
Thank you, Ike.
You should know that going forward, the fighting's gonna get more intense. It's important to remember that you're a leader, and you must not give in to the pressure. In this war...
Was it a good fight, though? I think this is probably one-turnable with a different setup. Like, if you have a good covert unit that can get, like, a Astral Storm. Like, perhaps a late-game Alchrist, where you can proc Luna.
Don't worry. You're more than
I think that plus the
When it
bolting
suits
would
your
probably
spirit
get
might
it done
break.
in one
It's
turn.
the bonds you forge that will win the day.
I'll hold your words in my heart.
Don't worry. If it looks like you've forgotten it, I'll be there to remind you.
You'll be by my side? Always?
Always.
Thank you, Ike. I'm glad to know you're here with me.
I enjoy Lysithea as my Death Knight delete button. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's super one-turnable with Micaiah, but we don't have Micaiah yet, so we bolting for 2 turns instead. Put Ike back on Panette. Can I do it now? I sure can.
My turn?
Is no one wearing Lin? Someone should probably be wearing Lin. But who? Kagetsu has enough speed. Maybe I throw her on Anna. He probably just doubles everything, even the fast enemies. The way Anna says the emblem names is so funny. Lysithea is a delete button for everything until, like, Wyvern strats come online, and then she's a warp bot. But being a warp bot is pretty important, so... And then, do we still want Tiki on anybody? I mean, I don't really need her for the stats anymore, but the extra life is still pretty decent. I mean, I think 1-turns are mostly just for fun. You know, like, it is fun seeing the map cleared 1 turn. Do emblems affect state growth, or does only Tiki do that? Only Tiki does that. Although they each have some stat bonuses that they give, so, you know, that's always relevant. Lysithea is a lot of fun to use. Big magic nukes are things I enjoy, as you may have guessed from my heavy favoritism of Citrine. Do you guys think I should give Citrine the speed wing so that she can still have 0 speed? Legitimately don't think it would change her speed at all. I think she's weighed down into the negatives if she could be. FE6 Lilina. I mean, she's fine. She's a bit of a pain to use, I find. But she is fun if you get her going. Let's see what the well has in store for us. An Adept book! Woohoo! Curious if we can get there with the joke weapons. Yeah! Nice. Well, the thing is, Lalina on a forest tile can cancel out reinforcement waves if you invest, but so can, like, you know, Zealot, or Marcus in the early game, or the third one whose name escapes me. Yeah, I feel like you just keep getting paladins by the time, like, one of the paladins starts to get outscaled and they just hand you another paladin. Percival. That's the other paladin. Damn, the orchard was not fruitful today. What is my favorite joke weapon? Either the Lollychop or the Biting Blade. It's one of the two. I'm gonna say Biting Blade. I think it's the Biting Blade. Percival is such a baller. Honestly, can we talk about how cool all of the paladins are in Fire Emblem 6? I really like all three of them. Does Seedall level from 3 arena fights? I think he does. And if he does, that would be good.
I'm Seedall. Let's begin.
I am Chloe.
FE5 gives you 1 billion units, and they're all good in part because, like, you don't need to do combat to be good in FE5. And even if you did scrolls, you know, you have scrolls. Am I a Lance or an Alan kind of guy? Alan, generally. Literally for no reason besides that I tend to prefer the red-haired cavalier.
I'm Seedall, famed dancer of Solm.
There is no reasoning beyond that I like his hair better. Which is why Shadow Dragon bummed me out, because I wanted to use Kain, but I was like, but Abel can throw a javelin. Special dance, woohoo! And we got one more fight in us. I am sure we can get Gold Merit level. It is amazing how much of a difference one weapon rank makes in Shadow Dragon.
Let's begin. A well-earned victory.
I'm sorry that you stood no chance.
He really didn't stand a chance, doing 0 twice. Sag. Alright, I think that is going to be it for tonight, fellas. But thanks for hanging out. If you want to continue hanging out today and, you know, before the next stream, feel free to check out the Discord. It's linked in the video description. And I'll be back in on Thursday. So thanks for hanging out and have a great night.